LiveWire is back and ready to show off with Pandemic Studios' Mercenaries 2. Hopefully we'll see some explosions. I know you guys won't disappoint. Will, it's all you.
So let's start out, while he's still getting set up a little bit, let's talk a little bit about the story behind the game.
Sure.
Obviously, you know, the characters from the first one are returning. What are they doing this time out?
Okay, well, it's essentially a payback story, you know, so the start of the game, you know, you're in Venezuela, you're doing a contract for, like, you know, some kind of scummy business dude. But this guy kind of makes the biggest mistake you can make when you work with a mercenary, and that is he stiffs you. He doesn't pay you, right? So you do a job for him, he doesn't pay you.
Don't you just kill him at that point?
Well, you know, there's some complications that, you know, so you'll have to play through the game, see how things unfold in the first part of the game. But long story short, the kind of game story I would summarize as you leveling an entire country to get back and get your paycheck from this dude. So, you know, so it's all about escalation. You know, you start from just working this one contract and you end up basically causing World War III and leveling an entire country.
Should we get to it and we'll ask some questions?
Yeah, you guys all set up?
Yeah, let's jump in.
Perfect.
Let's jump in. So here we're seeing Matthias. You know, so he's our merc coming back from the first game. Will, like you asked. So we got all three mercs coming back. This is Matthias, our crazy Swedish kind of outlaw badass. And you know, we're in the jungles of Venezuela. Our mission here is we're going up to destroy a bunker. It's kind of up over that hill there. And so, you know, Ali, jump in. Let's, you know, so I'm going to get Ali to just play through the game. We thought what we'd bring for you guys today. So we're running live on the PS3. You know, the PS3 version of the game, it looks fantastic. It's like, you know, super action-packed, really great graphics, performing really well. And so what we thought we'd do is just really show you guys the basic gameplay of the game. You know, we're just going to run through a mission. Ali's going to show you some of the really cool toys you got. You know, the game gives you so many options of what to do. We don't put any restrictions on where you can go, how you can play, what you can do at any particular time. You know, it's really about just, you know, keeping it freeform and incredible.
Like making a rolling bomb, for instance.
Yeah, like making a rolling bomb. So there Ali's kind of, you can see flashing on the front of his car. He's got some C4 and he's kind of going along. He's in a Venezuelan Jeep, so right now he's can roll up on these guys and they think it's just one of their guys until Ali does this.
Nice.
All right.
Nice,
So he's going to clean up this area. So, you know, so Ali sees there in front of him, he's got like, there's a SAM marker, that red thing. That's something that prevents you from calling in like airstrikes and stuff like that. So Ali's going to take some cover. He's going to call in one of the smaller airstrikes, which we use to take out kind of bigger air cover. And so he can kind of call in some more support. So, you know, so the game has a kind of really, we let you do anything, but then there's kind of like in-world reasons, you know, like where you have to call in airstrikes to take out something specific. You know, an airstrike like that, you can call in anywhere you like. You can call it in the middle of one of our very, you know, populated cities. You can call it in the middle of the jungle. You can call it in the water on giant oil rigs. We got these crazy pirate islands. You know, there's a lot of different environments in the game. You know, today we're really showing the jungle, but, you know, we go everywhere. So here Ali's using one of our features. We call it support. You've got these recruits in the game that you actually recruit over the course of the story. And Ali's called in for a monster truck. You know, we're going to escalate a little bit up from the Jeep we took from the VZ guys. You know, because we're mercenaries, right? We don't have to be soldiers. We can bring in, you know, sports cars, monster trucks.
Mercenaries.
Exactly.
This Sunday.
Exactly right. You paid for the whole seat.
Impression.
It was very good. It was just like
Thank you.
So you mentioned that you know, this is a jungle environment, obviously, with lots of trees. For anybody who played the first game, might have a question. Can you destroy trees this time?
Yeah, of course. And I think we'll be showing you a fair bit of that. So here Ali's kind of running up against a recoilless rifle. So, you know, those things are very, very dangerous. We probably don't want to take it on the monster truck. So Ali's going to escalate to the next level of airstrike and kind of take out this whole area. But yeah, no, the trees, the forests are all fully destructible. They're all fully animated. You know, they look really, really cool. Everything catches fire. So here we're going to call in something called the rocket artillery strike. So this one is like, you know, Ali has to do a little targeting here. This one is, you know, it's one of the strikes that's really powerful, but very imprecise, and it kind of just comes in and it levels an entire area. You know, so it's, you know, death from above, and you can see the entire forest catching fire there. So yeah, we didn't just do tree destruction, we did kind of entire forest destruction. And so that big flash there was like, yeah, there's all these kind of different things in the world, like these fuel resources, things you can pick up and find. And a lot of those, you know, they power your airstrikes, so there's a kind of really kind of fun kind of collection dynamic to the whole game.
I see that some things are still on fire. How long was that going to burn for? I mean, is it spreading?
It'll burn for a minute or two. Yeah, it spreads in a very limited sense. You know, we decided not to make it so you could drop one bomb and eventually the whole world burns down. But yeah, you know, fires like will, you know, things will blow up things that they're next to and stuff like that.
How does the airstrike and supply system work? Is it the Merchant of Menace again, or
it's actually a little different. This time we actually gave you a home base, so you've actually got your own kind of PMC, and it's actually like, you know, like I told you, there's that scumbag at the start of the game who crossed you. Your home base is actually you take over his kind of villa that he has at the start of the game. We have a really cool mission where you attack this kind of crazy villa and you move in. And from there, you get your recruits, and you actually build up all your support by working with the various factions that you meet in the game. Like here, Ali's bringing in a tank that earlier in the game we worked with this oil company, and so here's one of our recruits. So he's going to take off. He's actually dropping it in. He's taking too much fire, so he's getting out of there. So there you go. There's your destructible tree.
Can they actually be fired down?
Yeah, well, he gets shot so much that he'll take off under fire, and like so here you saw him actually just drop the tank because he was like, oh god, I'm under fire. He just panics and drops the tank. We were lucky and it fell on the road and we could take it, but it could have just as easily fallen into the forest or into the water. You know, it's really up to you as the player to make the area safe to bring in. You know, so here, there's one of those fuel tanks. So we could have collected that and actually added that to our stockpile, but Ali elected to use it as kind of a bomb instead.
And how many times